chilly is the right word. It's cold out there. As far as the view outside, we'll take a look outside in Philadelphia and a really quiet scene. Not a whole lot going on, but those temperatures, as you can see, we're looking at the mid 30s for Philadelphia right now. Feels like it's in the upper 20s, and that north wind is what's making it feel like it's a little bit colder than the actual temperature. Winds right now generally about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So in Butler, it's 37, but it feels like it's 30. In Meridian, it's 38, but it feels like it's 31. And for those of us over in Livingston, it's 37. But it feels like it's 31. Notice the clouds, though. That's kind of acting like our saving grace. As long as the cloud cover is rather thick, it will keep our temperatures from being as cold as they would be, or keeping our temperatures from dropping as low as they could drop if we had a clear sky. But we are gradually going to see or experience the clouds giving way to some clearing. Well, we're not quite confident how much that will be. So the more cloud cover, the milder it'll stay, but we're still going to keep the temperatures at or below freezing by tomorrow morning. So you do want to bundle up. Here's a look at our first alert radar. You can kind of see the clouds kind of dancing there, and more of a grayish undertone. So again, we do have a cold kickoff to our Wednesday on deck. Temperatures gradually fall off again. With a little bit of clearing, we should be able to drop into the upper 20s, but with the wind, it's going to feel like mid 20s. If the clouds are very stubborn and don't give way to some clearing, then temperatures may hover around the 30 to 32 degree range, but still we're talking about freezing cold. So make sure you're prepared for very cold weather overnight. Hopefully you've already made the preparations in terms of taking the extra precautions. Hopefully the pets have a nice warm place to sleep overnight. Hopefully you're using a safe heating method, and let those faucets drip as well. We're going to go with a low of about 29 in Newton, 30 for Heidelberg, and about 27 for DeKalb. Again, that's if we can get some of those clouds to break apart. But once we get past the very cold start on a Wednesday, we are going to have temperatures bounce back into the 50s. Still well below the averages. Typically our highs should be in the mid 60s this time of year, but at least we'll have a decent afternoon considering how we start the day. We also should tap into a little sunshine for our Wednesday, so very uneventful, but our next chance of rain comes in for Thursday. Another area of low pressure. It's going to ride the northern Gulf, and it's going to swing moisture our way. So a little bit of a closer view. This is Thursday morning, starting out early 6 a.m. We could already have some rain in the mix. By midday, we may get a little bit of a break or have some pockets of drizzle, but then the steady, heavier rain will come back by Thursday evening. This is 10 p.m. and then it's going to continue into our Friday. This is 6 o'clock in the morning, and we could have another wave really as we will go throughout the day, but maybe a heavier wave by the latter part of the afternoon into the evening. Again, all affiliated with that Gulf low. So there's the possibility through Friday evening to pick up anywhere from 1 to 3 inches, but our higher probabilities in terms of getting higher chances of rain will be for those areas south of the I-20 corridor. We need the rain, though, as you see our West Alabama county still suffering from a drought, including an extreme drought for parts of Choctaw County. Temperatures staying well below the average, though, even as we work our way towards the weekend, at least the kickoff to the weekend. But we do warm it up a little bit by Sunday as we're aiming for low 60s. So the trend is going to be below the average and chilly for a while. The temperature outlook even into early next week shows the lighter blue coloring, which indicates there's a chance for below average temperatures continuing, at least kicking off early next week. So here's that 10-day forecast to 10. You kind of see that through Tuesday, but we do have some mid 60s and upper 60s by the end of next week. So definitely more of a holiday feel, chilly air conditions, dealing with the freeze potentially overnight into tomorrow. So holiday season is here.
I went to the tree lighting, and I honestly thought that the feeling was not going to come back in my hands because it was so cold out there.
You were holding the mic.
I was holding the mic, and it was so cold, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to feel my hands after this, but at least
some gloves for those outdoor live shots.
Well, next time I am.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for that, Deidre.